Welcome to Naija via with you, your gateway to rich cultures, vibrant landscapes, and immersive experiences around the world. Join me on the journey like no other as we dive into the heart of two nations in this video, checking out their heritage, history, and innovation all through the magic of the internet. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to support this movement. Let's get into this video with Somalia versus Afghanistan. Checking out the economy of Somalia is largely informal with agriculture, livestock, and remittances playing significant roles. The country has untapped natural resources, including oil and gas reserves, but exploitation has been hindered by conflicts and instability. While Afghanistan, on the other hand, has their economy to be heavily reliant on agriculture, particularly opium cultivation, which has been a source of income for many rural communities. The country also has mineral deposits including copper, iron ore, and lithium, though exploitation has been limited due to insecurity and lack of infrastructure. Social factors. Somali society is characterized by clan-based affiliations, which play a significant role in politics, social interactions, and conflict resolution. Traditional customs and Islamic principles influence various aspects of daily life in Somalia. While in Afghanistan has a complex social fabric with tribal and ethnic identities shaping social structures and political alliances. Pashtunwali, the traditional code of conduct among Pashtuns, influences social norms and practices, including hospitality, revenge, and honor. For governance, Somalia has experienced prolonged conflicts and political instability since the overthrow of Said Barre's regime in 1991. The country has been governed by a transitional government, followed by a federal government, but its authority has been limited and various regions have operated autonomously. While in Afghanistan has undergone significant political changes, including the collapse of the Taliban regime in 2001 and the establishment of a new government with a presidential system. The country has made efforts to build democratic institutions, but it continues to face challenges such as corruption, weak rule of law, and insurgency. Going through their demographics, Somalia has a population which is predominantly ethnic Somali, with additional minority groups such as Bantus, Arabs, and others. Islam is the primary religion, and the majority of Somalis adhere to Sunni Islam. While Afghanistan, on the other hand, is ethnically diverse, with major groups including Pashtuns, the Tajiks, the Hazaras, the Uzbeks, and others. The country has a significant Pashtun majority, particularly in the southern and eastern regions. Islam, particularly Sunni, is the dominant religion, but there is also a minority Shia population, primarily Hazaras. Going to the geography, Somalia is located in the Horn of Africa, when Somalia has a strategic coastline along the Indian Ocean. It has a diverse landscape that includes arid plains, plateaus, and highlands, and the country has experienced environmental challenges such as droughts and desertification. While Afghanistan, on the other hand, is situated at the crossroad of Central and South Asia. Afghanistan is landlocked and characterized by rugged mountains, deserts, and fertile valleys. The Hindu Kush mountain range dominates most of the country's terrain, influencing its climate and geography. Infrastructure. In Somalia, the infrastructure has been severely damaged by decades of conflicts and lack of investment. Many roads, bridges, and public facilities are in poor condition or non existent, hindering economic development and access to basic services such as healthcare and education. While Afghanistan, on the other hand, also faces challenges in infrastructure development due to rugged terrain, conflicts, and limited resources. However, there have been efforts to improve infrastructure, including road construction, telecommunications, and energy projects. However, progress has been slow and uneven across regions. Going through the humanitarian situation, Somalia has experienced recurrent humanitarian crises, including famine, drought, and displacement. Humanitarian organizations operate in the country to provide food aid, healthcare, and other essential services to vulnerable populations. While looking at Afghanistan, Afghanistan has also face humanitarian challenges with millions of people affected by conflicts, natural disasters, and poverty. Access to basic services such as healthcare and education remains limited in many areas, particularly in remote and conflict affected regions. Going through international involvement, Somalia has been the focus of international peacekeeping missions and humanitarian interventions, including efforts by the United Nations, African Union, and various bilateral partners. These interventions have aimed to stabilize the country, build governance capacity, and address humanitarian needs. While Afghanistan has been a central theater of international military intervention, particularly following the September 11 attacks in 2001, the NATO-led International Security Assistance Force, the ISAF, and subsequent resolute support mission have worked to combat insurgency, train Afghan security forces, and support governance and development efforts. Going through the education and literacy, you can see Somalia has education that has been disrupted by conflict and insecurity, with many children out of school and limited access to quality education. The literacy rate is relatively low, particularly among women and rural population. While in Afghanistan has made progress in expanding access to education since the fall of the Taliban regime, with significant increases in school enrollment, particularly for girls. However, challenges remain, including inadequate infrastructure, teacher shortages, and cultural barriers to education for girls. Let's check out their healthcare. Healthcare infrastructure in Somalia is limited, particularly outside major urban centers. Access to healthcare services is constrained by factors such as insecurity, lack of facilities and medical personnel, and financial barriers. While in Afghanistan has made strides in improving healthcare access and outcomes with support from international donors and organizations. However, healthcare provision remains uneven with disparities between urban and rural areas and challenges such as limited healthcare facilities and trained medical professionals. In conclusion, Somalia and Afghanistan face multifaceted challenges across various sectors, including infrastructure, humanitarian assistance, education, healthcare, and international involvement. While efforts have been made to address these challenges, progress has been hindered by ongoing conflicts, insecurity, governance issues, and limited resources. Continued support and cooperation from the international community are essential to addressing these complex issues and promoting stability and development in both countries. Thanks for tuning in to Naija via with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more virtual experiences around the world. Until next time, keep exploring and keep experiencing the beauty of the world around you. Connect with us on our social media for exclusive updates and behind the scene contents. See you in the next virtual adventure.